Welcome, young investors. Just good to be here. Welcome to Wide Voices. Wow, do I have a good lesson for you guys today? Yeah, talking about the future. Talking about the future, and I got a doozy for you. The world is changing. And I want all you young adults to think about this. We're going to talk about a company today that I think is a great company. I think it's where the future is going to be. And I'm talking about none other than today, cryptocurrency. Yes, yes. When you guys think about cryptocurrency and the way they move money today, it's not like it used to be when I was a young uh, teenager or young adult. No, back in my day, they used to carry money through those big Brinks trucks. You guys remember those big Brinks trucks that used to run around here? And those Brinks trucks would go from this store to that store and pick up money, and they would move gold around, they would move silver around. Well, that's not the way the world is today. The world has changed. Just like in my day, when I was a young adult, Sears and Montgomery Wards were the big dogs on the block back in those days. Everybody went to Sears and Montgomery Wards. Well, if you look around, you don't see them no more. Amazon has took over. In other words, the world is changing. And I want my young adults that's thinking about the future and let you guys know that there's a company that's way down right now. But this is not financial advice. But I just believe if you guys start investing in this company, you know, 4 or 5 years from now, you're going to be sitting real good because you get this company at a premium price. Yes, you can get it at a premium price right now. And that company that I'm going to be talking about, none other than Coinbase. Coinbase, yeah. Coinbase. You guys can uh, look it up. The ticker symbol is COIN coin. And you guys can really get it at a premium price. We're going to be looking at the charts a little bit. I'm going to show you guys why you can get it at a premium price. But many of you guys have asked the question, what does Coinbase actually do? Coinbase is basically an on-ramp to the crypto world. Yeah, yeah. It's an on-ramp to the crypto world. As currency change, uh, it's amazing. You can take your Visa out now and you can just go in the store and tap and go. You know what I mean? Uh, you don't even have to put a pin in them or just tap and go. This is how the world is starting to speed up with AI and everything is starting to move real, real fast. And Coinbase is on the leading edge of what I'm talking about today. Think of it like this. You want Bitcoin, okay? You want Ethereum, Solana, these new crypto coins that's out. Guess who you need? Coinbase. Coinbase is an app that lets you buy it safely. Yeah. Yeah, download the app on your phone. You can buy crypto safely on your apps. You want to store your crypto without worrying about it being hacked by hackers out there. Coinbase provides secure wallets and custodial service. Yeah, yeah, the secure. You want to put yourself somewhere where it's going to be seen. And you can get Coinbase right now real, real cheap. Okay, I'm going to get into the charts in a little bit to show you where it was before the new president came in and where it is now. You can get it for still now. And, we're in war right now. And we're just gonna have to wait through the next cycle. But if you can get it now, it's gonna pay off big, I believe, in the future. Okay, Coinbase provides secure wallets. Okay, uh, Coinbase, it it's supplies big institutions, banks, hedge funds, ETF. You need a trusted partner to hold billions. They put it in crypto right now. Yeah, the 2%, the billionaires, they're quietly shifting money right now and shifting their currency into Coinbase. Yeah, that's why the president has come out with so many his little meme coins. Not telling you guys to invest in those because I only invest in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I think I got another one in my portfolio. But yeah, Coinbase is not just trade, it's not just a trading app, it's becoming, think about it, it's becoming infrastructure of the crypto economy. Yeah, crypto is way down right now. Okay, you guys can get it cheap. The same way Visa is has its infrastructure for payments, you know. Visa, big dog. Yeah, you guys remember when Visa came out, the credit card? Yeah. Just like they built their infrastructure, or NASDAQ built their infrastructure for stocks, Coinbase, yeah, is building for the crypto world. Coinbase holds billions in cash, okay? Giving it a strong caution during downtime. Yeah, the market is a little volatile right now. And sure, the market is down. Mm, Coinbase is down. But let me tell you something. Coinbase ain't going nowhere. Yeah, because they got billions in cash sitting on the side. They carry crypto assets on their balance sheet, which rises and falls with the market. Their revenue is shifting trade from trading fees only to reoccurring services. Think about it. Yeah, Coinbase. They used to make their money from just trading fees only, but they're quietly moving into reoccurring services like custody fees, blockchain rewards, subscription products, institutional services. This shift makes the company more stable and less dependent on the high. Just because the market is down, don't think that Coinbase is not working, okay? They're quietly positioning themselves for the future. However, there are some weak spots that because I like to always give y'all the pros and the cons. And one of the weak spots I see in Coinbase is they carry some debt. Yeah, they carry some debt. They do have some debt, but it's manageable. Why is it manageable? Because, like I said earlier, they hold billions in cash on the side. That's why. Their revenue still moves with the crypto market. When Bitcoin fall and Ethereum fall, Coinbase also falls. But just don't think about it like this. The bottom has fell out of it. But guess what? Crypto ain't dead. Coinbase ain't dead. No. This is just a time when the market is fearful. What the great Warren Buffett talk? When the market is fearful, that's time for you to be greedy. When the market is down, that's time to be greedy, to start buying you some Coinbase. I'll start buying you some of that up right now. Okay. How Coinbase is connected to cryptocurrency. Coinbase is one of the core bridges between traditional finances and the crypto world. The billionaires right now is quietly positioning themselves and moving cash into cryptocurrency. I'm just trying to get you young adults, put a little bit of that in your portfolio now. You know what I mean? Every now and then, put you some Coinbase in your portfolio. You know what I mean? I would make it, 100% of my portfolio, but I would at least have me, a good 10% or 5% of my portfolio in Coinbase. So when it turns back and run, in a year or two, you guys are gonna make a lot of money. Okay. Uh, Here's how deep the connection goes between Coinbase to random exchanges overseas. They go to Coinbase because it is regulated and trusted. Yeah, Coinbase has met the sniff, you know, to make sure that it's going to be around. It is regulated, okay? Which means that's a great company, okay? Regulated. When new blockchains grow, Coinbase earn fees from their transactions and network activity. Yeah, every time the big boys make money, guess who get a little check off that? Yep, Coinbase. They're earning those fees. So, what does the future look like for Coinbase? One, crypto adoption is rising. Think about that. Crypto is going to be around. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're going through some turbulence right now, but crypto's going to be around. Yeah, yeah. Crypto is going to be the new way into the future on how finances work all over the world because they're not moving money uh, by trucks now. They're moving money through the air. I want y'all to think about that. You know, whenever I can go into a 7-Eleven and just tap my card and go, yeah. And before I get back to my car, I can look at my bank statement on my phone and it tell me I just spent 98 cents. Yeah, that's how fast uh, currency is moving now. And Coinbase is the future. Second thing you need to do about Coinbase, institutions are entering the game. ETF, pension funds. Yeah, they're putting pension funds in Coinbase. And corporations are buying Bitcoin. Coinbase earns custodial fees every time they do so. Think about that. You know, Coinbase is even in your 401k. The third thing you guys need to know about Coinbase is blockchains is becoming the mainstream. Think about it. Blockchain becoming the mainstream. I'm talking about gaming, payment, entities, AIs. All of these industries are starting to be used by blockchain. Coinbase networks base is becoming one of the fastest growing platforms in the world. Because, like I'm trying to tell you guys, money is moving through the air now. Okay? Yeah. Transaction happen soon as you make a transaction. It's gonna move through the air. Okay? And before you get back to your phone, you can look at your bank statement and boom, the move has been made. Okay? Coinbase is building long term. Think about this. This company, Coinbase, is building long term infrastructure that you young adults need to be a part of. Okay? You guys need to get in now because they're building infrastructure. While we're in war right now, Coinbase is still building. Okay? And when we get out of this war, the ones that got in early is the ones that are going to be making a lot of money in the future. This is not a meme coin company. Yeah, this is not, hype. This is a tech company building the rails for the next generation of financing. Okay? So, my young adults, as I close, but I'm going to get into the chart a little bit because I always like to take y'all to the charts on the end of to show you guys a little bit what I've been thinking. Again, this is not financial advice, but I always like to show y'all. I just want to say this to you. Coinbase is crypto. And crypto isn't just a coin. It's about ownership, technology, and the future of money. Yeah, money is changing. They're doing away with the penny. Money is changing. The currency that you now have, the paper dollar bill and all that, 4 or 5 years from now, we ain't gonna have all that. Everything's gonna be moved through the air. So you guys might as well get ready for it. Coinbase is one of the new companies positioned. Look how they positioning themselves to grow with crypto markets. Coinbase will benefit from institutional adoption. Coinbase will earn recurring revenue. Coinbase will is building real infrastructure right now. And Coinbase, yeah, will survive downturns and thrive in the bull market. A lot of people has took their eyes off of crypto uh, right now because it has crashed in the market. But let me tell you something. Now's the time to buy. Now's not the time to shy away from it because crypto ain't going nowhere. Coinbase ain't going nowhere. Coinbase will lead us into the future. Now we just gonna go on and go and jump into the charts a little bit. I want to show you guys a little bit. We'll jump in on the charts right here. If I can get my deal here. Let me just go ahead and move myself down. Let's just move the whole deal down here so you guys see over here a little bit. Boom. All right, let's look at the charts here real quick. And then we're going to go ahead and get off of here. And I want you to go back. Let's go back a year ago. What did we see Coinbase? We saw Coinbase up here about a year ago. And look at that. Now we're talking about the Biden Harrison administration. Coinbase had ran all the way up to $453.17 a share. Y'all see that right there? All right, let me go ahead and let me mark that off. That's so good right there. I got to put a pin on that right there. Look. Yeah, look at that. Look at where it was. This under the Biden Harris. Coinbase was shooting to the moon, but then we got a new president. Okay. And when he came into office, look how it started. It started tanking. I see a high year to date. It dropped down when he came into 265.21. That's just a year ago. And then 6 months ago, let's look at the high again. We did have a high of 407 6 months. It tried to rally, but it was still down from year to date. But if you look at the charts, look at the trending line, how the bulls has came in and pushed. This is just 6 months ago. They start pushing it down. Look at the trend line. The bears is in town. They're pushing it all the way down. That's just 6 months ago. And then we saw a low 6 months ago at one. They pushed it all the way down from the fours all the way down to 134.70. All right, let's look at the charts 3 months ago. 3 months ago, okay, 6 months ago, we saw it at 134.70. It tried to rally back. Look at that. It's tried to rally back. Y'all see the trend on how it's going back up. Yep, it started rallying back up. And we saw a high just 3 months ago. It rallied up to 213.91. Y'all see that? Let me put a pin there. That's just 3 months ago. So y'all can see it with your own eyes. Boom. 3 months ago. Okay, it rallied up. Now, let's go back a month ago. 1 month ago. Okay. Look at there. Dropping 215. It's still trending down a month ago. All the way down. All the way down. And we saw a low of 159.44. Let me put that pin there. That's just a month ago. 140. Give me horizontal line on that one right there. Boom. Okay. And let's look at 5 days ago, guys. We saw a tremendous, 2 days ago, we saw a tremendous drop from 201, 183, came on down, kept falling, and we see it at a low of 159.83. And then 1 day ago, we're still at, it tried to rally. It's about 160 right now. This is January, February, March. This is March 28th. It's about 160.70 right now. And my point of just making this little video is to let you guys know that, hey, well, you guys saw it up there in the high fours. Okay, now it's down to 160. Yeah, if I was a young adult, I would start putting this in my portfolio. You guys can buy it cheap right now. You remember we buy low, we sell high. You can buy it cheap right now. And then every time y'all see it under the 160s, 150s, 140s, hey, put a little bit in your portfolio. You know, as we can get this stuff cheap right now. We're going to buy low through the war. You know, maybe through this administration, I don't know. We're just gonna keep buying low, but we can get past this administration and get some new people in office. Coinbase is gonna be set up pretty good for a major run because we saw it up in the high fours. We down at 160 right now. Who knows, man? Coinbase might run to, you know, 700. So just is not food for thought. This is not financial advice. I'm just letting y'all know that you guys can get Coinbase right now at a premium. If you like this type of content, you know, subscribe, like it, send it to your friends. I'm just giving you guys information that you guys can use to build out your portfolios for the future. The market is down right now. This is buying time. Put a little bit of this in your portfolio and keep an eye on these videos that I'm giving you guys because these are this is going to be life-changing moves in the future. All we got to do is be patient and get through these hard times. Talk to you guys soon. Love all y'all.